Let's go to Roseburg, Oregon, where Taylor is on the line. Taylor, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
I am living the dream, Taylor. How can I help?
Well, I'm having a hard time telling the difference between passion and excitement. So I would like to know, how do you tell the difference between something that you're really, truly passionate about or something that's a passing fancy that you're just really excited about?
Yeah, 2 words, emotion and devotion. My good friend Les Parrott shared this with me several years ago, and it's the easiest way to figure this out. So let's break what I mean down. Emotion and devotion. If the item of interest, the work, the task, the function, if it has high levels of both of those words, so it makes your heart beat fast when you think about it, time seems to disappear because you're so fully engaged in it when you are engaged, and the results of the work or the time spent, the task, the function, the role, gives you incredible significance and meaning and joy, then if it's high emotion for that, boy, that's a good sign. And then the other sign, devotion, is do you find yourself thinking about it all the time, wanting to do it all the time? It's hard to quit. You're just wholly devoted. So high levels of devotion, that would be time and energy. High levels of emotion, that's excitement, enthusiasm, and joy. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so if it's high levels of emotion and devotion, I would call that a passion. If it's not, okay, well, I get high levels of emotion for it, but I don't spend a ton of time on it, then I know that that's hobby level. That would be excitement at times, but it's not something that's sustainable. But tell me what this is.
Well, so I just got married about 6 weeks ago. And my new wife and I, we would love to start our own business once we're out of debt and have our emergency fund. Looking around our community, it's kind of a smaller community, we're looking that there's not a whole lot of family-friendly entertainment. So I was thinking that a good business to start might be like a small indoor mini golf course or like a modern version of an arcade. And I am really excited about that. I just don't know if that's a passion or not, whether or not to really go down that road.
Well, I think the way you're talking about it right now tells you that you're excited about the idea. I would call it cool and shiny, but I don't know if you're willing to suffer for it. And what I mean by suffer is really work hard, wait a long time, sacrifice deeply to be able to make it happen. What do you think? I just gave you the emotion devotion test. Do you think it meets it?
Well, it doesn't really seem to meet the time requirement that devotion has.
Yeah, well, what I mean is you've never been devoted to that kind of thing before. It's not something that you've. Let's break down devotion a little bit further. This is a new idea, a relatively new idea. It hasn't consumed your thinking. It's not something you've dreamed about for a long time. This is just you kind of looking around for ideas, and that idea popped in your head. Am I right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I mean, if I told you right now, there's no chance that it's ever going to happen, and the city leaders would shut it down. They would say, no, you can't do it. What would your emotion be if I told you that?
A little disappointed, but not devastated.
Exactly. There we go. So passion level is, I know that this is a big part of my why. This is square in the middle of my sweet spot. This is me being able to use what I do best to do something that I love to do most. Well, having a arcade or a putt-putt golf place doesn't sound to me like that's that high up the level on passion. So if you're going to start a business, it doesn't have to be the only thing you ever want to do, but it needs to meet the passion level, because being an entrepreneur, you got to suffer for it. And entrepreneurs suffer. They have a deep passion for their idea because of the problem it solves or the solution it provides. Do you understand what I'm saying? So based on what I'm hearing, this is just an idea, and you're going, that'd be kind of fun if it was successful, but it's not something that burns in your heart. And I liken it to this. If you go to bed thinking about it and wake up thinking about it, and this happens for more than about 30 days, even in the face of difficulty and uncertainty, that's a passion. But if it fades pretty quickly in the face of uncertainty and difficulty, you know it's not passion level.
Okay.
So there you go. I think you know. I'm going to send you away going, I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions. If you're looking for a side business, here's, Taylor, what you need to be answering. And by the way, this could reveal multiple ideas. But let's use these 3 questions as a grid for ideas for entrepreneurial ventures. Number 1, who do you most want to help? What people group? What are they dealing with? This will lead you to the second question. What problem do you most want to solve? Or problems? What problems excite you? Is it technology problems? Is it supply chain problems? Is it retail problems? I don't know. And then the third question is, what solution do you most want to provide? This is the same basic question, but we ask it 3 ways, so it's almost like a prism for your brain to be able to kind of look at passion from 3 different ways. And see, passion lies in those answers. I want to help these people. I get excited and deeply moved when I see this problem. I love this kind of solution. Oh my gosh, I'd love to be able to provide this solution in my zip code. When we start to get those answers, we're seeing that the heart will engage. So this isn't just a psychological experiment that I'm giving you folks, but it's also a heart test to get your brain aligned with your heart. Because if the answers don't excite you, then you need to go deeper and really do some self-exploration. But keep it simple. That's why those questions are so simple. So Taylor, keep going. Get back to the drawing board with a new set of lenses. And folks, that emotion and devotion test that I gave Taylor, that'll work for you as well.